Khan, our diplomatic affairs editor, joins me. Geeta, the United States suddenly seems to be groping at the moment for clear answers as to what their end game is, if at all they had one at the outset. Do you want to tell us this entire regime change that Donald Trump spoke about at the outset? Now he says there was never a plan of regime change. He's not talking anymore of regime change. Can you tell us the miscalculation that they may have made?
Well, absolutely. There were, I would say it was myopic, and yes, there was miscalculation if the statements are to be believed. Now, Trump said, we want to go in there, we want to strike Iran because we want the regime out. Now, if you look at it, these are just airstrikes. There has been no modern precedent for a regime change through airstrikes. You need boots on the ground, and that's not happened. We are looking at the Saddam Hussein regime in Iraq that collapsed only after ground invasion. Libya, again, another case after ground invasion. And so did the bombings in Kosovo. Slobodan Milosevic lost ground after ground invasion. So this is Saddam Hussein's collapse only after ground invasion. And similarly, Libya's Muammar Gaddafi's regime fell once the rebels seized the area. So bombings weakened the administration, but bombings don't really turn and throw a regime out. Absolute miscalculation. There are the layers and the structures that we see in the Iranian structure, political and religious structure, are very, very different. And that's why they are designed for shock absorption. They have done this for many, many years, Rajdeep. The fact that the structure is absolutely layered when it comes to the Iranian structure, it is the supreme leader. Then you have the political structure. It's not personality dependent. Khamenei goes, Arakchi in his interview to us very clearly said there's a council that will sit and elect another one. They've been doing this for years now, where they've seen assassinations take place and leaders propped up immediately after. The IRGC chief was killed and Wahidi was propped up immediately after. Power, like I said, is distributed in layers. It's not concentrated in one place. Supreme leader, elected presidency, clerics, revolutionary guards, and then the Basij militia. So absolute clarity, Rajdeep, when it comes to how Iran works. But I don't think DC or Trump, for that matter, and the Trump camp really took all this into account. And finally, miscalculation. When you're looking at going into Iran, you're looking at striking without causing civilian casualty and kill Khamenei. There are people in the streets of Iran. How are you going to avoid civilian casualty then?
Okay. Interesting, because clearly, therefore, Donald Trump is someone who perhaps is finding that Iran is not quite Venezuela for certain. Thanks very much, Geeta, for joining us.